The dangers of a love triangle. The dangers of a love triangle can be put across as the exposure to likely harm or peril caused when two suitors vie or compete for the love of the same person. A love triangle is a situation in which two suitors vie or compete for the love of the same person. A suitor is one who pursues someone, especially a woman, for a romantic relationship or marriage. A wooer, one who falls in love with or courts someone. A suitor is a man who courts a woman. A suitor is also called a beau, courter, sparker, wooer or a suer. Before continuing to the furthest point, which is as distant as the horizon, it is as clear as a mirror to state that love triangle is a situation which has a high possibility of making one or two of the parties involved, if not all, to be vulnerable to experiencing ruin or wreck due to love triangle being something that has high chances of leading to serious trouble or destruction. Based on the quotation of Jacob Broad, most of these love triangles are rectangles. The word rectangle is made up of two words which are rec and tangle. The word rec means to cause to suffer ruin, to balk of success, and bring disaster on. It is also called ruins or crashes. The word tangle means to enter into an argument, conflict, dispute, or fight. The mixture of the two words, rec and tangle, forms the word rectangle, which can mean ruin which one brings to oneself due to entering into an argument, conflict, dispute, or fight. When the above information is mixed with the quote of Jacob Broad, which states that most of these love triangles are rectangles, it will mean that most of these love triangles are ruins or disasters which one brings to oneself due to making one to enter into an argument, conflict, dispute, or fight. The word tangle also means to mix together or intertwine. For this reason, rectangle caused by existence of a love triangle can also mean that love triangle can cause one to be in position and disposition of experiencing a mixture of ruins, wrecks or crashes. The following are the dangers of a love triangle. Firstly, existence of a love triangle causes competition for finding love from one and the same person who is a woman or lady who some suitors are competing to win over for love. Competition is a contest for a prize or award. When different suitors compete to win over the love of one person of the opposite sex, it may lead to strife or contention among those who are competing, a scenario which will make the competitors to become enemies when they will argue, contest or struggle to win over one lover who each party want to possess. Strife is a bitter conflict, sometimes violent, while contention is an argument, contest, debate, strife or struggle. Secondly, love triangle causes two suitors who want a particular lady to fight for dominion over possessing that lady as a future spouse. Dominion means power or the use of power, sovereignty over something, stewardship, supremacy. In the case of fighting to be in control and in possession of a single lover, between the two suitors who are fighting, the one man who is strong will have high chances of fighting a winning battle, also under the condition that the man is loved more by the lady they are competing for to the extent which is greater than the way the other man is loved. In addition, the other man who may be weak in terms of strength will fight a losing battle if he is also not more attractive or he is not loved much by the lady being competed for, and only one winner will emerge unless the lady who is being competed for decide to leave or reject all those men for another new and different man. Thirdly, love triangle can cause the suitor who, apart from being caring, is also competing to be chosen for love to have the fear of being left or fear of being rejected if that suitor won't be chosen as a potential romantic partner. This stays in consonance with the quote of Ovid, which states that love is a thing that is full of cares and fears. When this suitor who fear being left will know that he is involved in a competition, That suitor will either try very hard to win over the love of the lady being competed for or withdraw from the competition by leaving that lady for good in order to avoid experiencing disappointment and rejection if he won't be finally given the privilege of being in a romantic relationship with the lady being competed for. Fourthly, love triangle causes great disappointment when one of the suitors who is vying or competing for the love of a particular lady is chosen by the lady and the other suitor is rejected by the lady. This means that the lady chooses one suitor over the other suitor. That suitor will get disappointed under the condition that the suitor loved the lady to a great extent. Disappointment is a circumstance in which a positive expectation is not achieved. When one suitor is not chosen to be loved, it can mean that the chooser, who is the lady, is not interested in or attracted much to that suitor. The suitor who get left experiences let down or being failed in this context, and this aligns with the quote which states that, sometimes, the person you want is the one who lets you down to the core. Love triangle causes surprise when one of the suitor who is vying for the love of a particular lady will be surprised due to finding out that he is not the only one vying for the love of the lady. Surprise is something unexpected or the feeling that something unexpected has happened. This suitor will be surprised due to not believing that the lady who he is trying to win over for love can also have other men who are also vying for her love. Love triangle is dangerous since it causes jealousy to exist between the two different suitors who are vying or competing for the love of the same lady. Jealousy is a suspecting rivalry in love, troubled by worries that one might have been replaced in someone's affections. Jealousy is also envy or a feeling resentfulness or anger towards someone for a perceived advantage or success, material or otherwise. One of the suitors can be as jealous as a Barbary pigeon due to being not wanting the lady's association with the other suitor because that suitor can think that the other suitor can take that lady away or succeed in winning over the love of that lady. Existence of love triangle makes dating to be unsafe. Dating will be a risky appointment due to the lady who the suitors are vying or competing for being a person who have many romantic relationships at the same time, thereby making it unsafe for any of her romantic partners to go out on a date with her due to existence of more possibilities or probabilities that her other romantic partners can find her with her other lovers and cause problems to her other lovers. If that lady does not fear the consequences of being seen by other her lovers together with the new lover who is a different man, the new lover may likely to face trouble or danger of being either being assaulted or attacked or sternly warned by the men who are also lovers the lady, and the man may be told to stay away from the lady who in this context has many romantic relationships or is being courted by many other men, or war may pop out like a bolt from the blue if all hell break loose. This problem is normally caused by existence of a love triangle between all parties involved in this context, and is caused when a lady don't make a decision of having one potential romantic partner but decide to have more romantic partners at the same time who are men who may fight each other in order to have the lady who have several lovers. Existence of a love triangle makes one vulnerable to being attacked, assaulted, warned or killed. The other thing which can add fuel to the fire to make events reach this stage is one of the suitors having great love for the lady being competed for and not wanting any other suitor to act as an obstacle which causes a prevention of having that lady. In addition, one of the suitors can be ready to attack, assault, warn or kill any other suitor who would like to win over the love of the lady who that suitor love. According to Bruno Dumont, the battle between two men over a girl is the same as the fight for two men over a piece of land. It is all about desire. There is no difference between a love triangle and the conflict between Israel and Palestine. Love triangle has chances of causing breakup between one of the suitors vying or competing for the love of the lady and the lady. Breakup is the termination of a friendship or a romantic relationship. It is also called falling out. Falling out can occur if the lady whose love is being competed for chooses one suitor over the other suitor who now gets rejected, in addition to the lady not giving one of the suitors the privilege of being in a romantic relationship with her despite being friends for some times. In this case, friendship that existed in the past between the man who has now been rejected and the lady who has rejected that man will end. Breakup can also occur if that lady don't want to stop interacting with the other suitor who another suitor don't want that lady to associate with. This phenomenon causes disagreement concerning people to associate with and lead to the lady and the suitor who don't want the lady to interact with other suitors to separate or break up. This can take place if the lady whose love is being competed for chooses to have two men vying or competing for her love at the same time.